Hi, my name is Curtis, and I've been trying to kick this channel off for a while now. It's been kind of a slow, kind of a rocky start, mainly because one thing or another has gotten in the way. But I think I'm really going to buckle down now and start doing at least 2 or 3 videos a month, doing guitar covers or songs I make or talking like this. And I thought a really good way to kind of start it off would be to talk about my favorite bands since I'm learning a lot of new music right now. And I'm really getting into death rock right now. And yeah, so to start my sharing, I guess about 6 months ago, maybe half a year ago, I just kind of for no reason went to a concert because a friend would be there. Didn't really know anything about who was playing, except it was an old band from like the 80s or something, and it was Community FK, which I now know is one of the longest running death rock bands in Los Angeles, and also one of the first. Same era as Christian Death and 45 Grave, which I'm really obsessed with that music right now. It's totally my thing. I've gotten into listening to obscure bands from foreign countries and stuff because for the first time I like this music so much I'm becoming a bit of a music nerd. Yeah, but anyway, when I was at this concert, I expected something nostalgic because, it's an old band. Turns out that their performance was flawless. Like, just amazing. So smooth, they didn't have any hiccups on their instruments or their singing. Um, they moved around, they looked cool, it was badass. And so I was blown away. It became one of my favorite bands, without a doubt. And I was really lucky because my friend knew them. And so this poster, I got it signed. The singer Patrick signed it. Not only that, but I think the bassist and the guitar player. And I was just really inspired by this whole thing. It was really cool. And from there, I started discovering other bands. For example, like 45 Grave, which is one of my favorite bands. I like this album. I like the very first one. But it was maybe 7 weeks ago that I actually had the opportunity to meet the singer from 45 Grave, and she was really sweet. And that inspired me a lot. It choked me up a little bit because, obviously a lot of musicians have been passing away, and I just got a chance to meet one of my favorite singers from the 80s. It was random, too, because I was at a Halloween convention. She just kind of stumbled into the booth I was working at. I was really lucky. And so, I like a lot of other bands. I know Cinema Strange, Super Heroines, some obscure ones. But I say that the best one, in my opinion, is Christian Death, obviously, with Roz Williams. And this is like one of my favorite albums by them, Catastrophe Ballet. Roz Williams, I'd probably say, is one of my idols right now. I'm going to go visit him at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery soon. And, I listen to Shadow Project as well. I love all the music he has put out. Pretty much anything I hear by him is just intoxicating to me. I relate to it. I like the way it sounds. It's really cool. And I guess the weird thing about Christian Death is I kind of selected these bands because I have something to share about them in terms of liking them. And the weird thing about Christian Death, I guess, before I was even goth or listened to post-punk, death rock, punk rock, or anything, I went to this random concert somewhere near the Sunset Strip. And I think it was actually in the Whiskey Go-Go. Yeah. And it was before I even knew who Christian Death was. I just kind of saw the name. Oh, that's probably a cool band. Went to see it. And the thing about Christian Death, for anyone who doesn't know who's watching, is there's 2 different singers, kind of like with the Misfits, a bunch of different singers, and there's different fans of different singers. Sometimes they get in arguments on the internet. But all jokes aside, there's 2 singers for Christian Death. Obviously, Roz Williams, the first one, and my favorite. And then there's Valor Khan, who has a band now, who isn't as popular, I don't think, and not as much. His legacy isn't quite as far-reaching with fans as Roz Williams is, I think. But I saw him without knowing who he was. 2.5, or no, what was it? Like almost 2 years ago, maybe. Yeah, it was a long time ago. No, but it was a long time ago. I don't know how long ago it was. I was lost in my mind. I ended up talking to him, taking a picture with him. I didn't even know the whole story, just that there was 2 different singers and a little bit of a discrepancy with, fans not liking sometimes. Anyway, it was so funny because now I'm like a hardcore Christian Death fan, or at least I'd say I am. And I think back like, wow, I can't believe I met this guy, the guy who took over the band with like I didn't have any context of what had happened, what had ensued when the band leadership had kind of changed. So that's a crazy story. I mean, it's a small world, I guess. But anyway, I'm probably gonna start uploading more videos, more music, and occasionally talking videos like this if I have something interesting to say. But I guess, yeah, probably at least 2 or 3 times a month if I can, and if not, immediately soon. So I really appreciate a like and a subscribe. Hopefully anybody stumbling upon this video really enjoyed it and found something they could relate to in it. And yeah, if you have any questions or like recommendations for bands or anything you'd just like to share or anything like that, feel free to drop a comment. And yeah, have a good one.